shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through?
From the home of the Bills since 1973, we are at Bills Stadium just south of downtown Buffalo, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Play fake. Hill. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. The Vikings send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a give to Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. So a nice run right there, and worth mentioning their usual starting running back out this week. The hope is it's just a short-term absence, but this is where it pays, Charles, to have a quality reserve that you can turn to when you need it.
And to me, they definitely have that because this is a guy who's more than capable of picking up the slack. And he's likely going to see a big share of carries as this one progresses. And how many times do we see running backs jump into the breach and have big games?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a give coming right is Breida. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Allen. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. Allen going to go on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Hill looks to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd down and 3. Getting the ball is Cook, running left. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Hill. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Well, that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. But when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Allen to throw it. And Diggs has it. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. First grab so far for Diggs. It's a first down. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 45 yards on the ground for him so far.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a give running right. It's Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Handoff comes to Cook. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Running for it. Here's Cook. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They'll run with Cook. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback. They'll run for it with Cook. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point up and through, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go. Break. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To the air, Allen. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
The point after is good, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he is going to have a Bills first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Breida, he'll try the right side. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They run with Breida. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Touchdown! Dawson Knox with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They go play fake, and it's Hill. Escaping the pressure right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
It's Hill. Flush to his right. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Off of play action, Hill. And it's incomplete.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game. And let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 66 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A give. This is Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Cook. Runs over it. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Rohrwasser on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9, Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Rohrwasser now for the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Here's Hill now after the interception. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Justin Jefferson. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings sure look like they're going to be moving to 8-1 as they add on to their lead. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not